I'm out here in Midland City, Alabama. You can see here the splits we made 3 days ago on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Just after work, you can tell it's getting kind of late, so I got to move quick. So we got 45 splits out here. Now I only got 12 queens so far. These are from Jose, the California beekeeper. They were shipped overnight from his place, and so I'm excited to try them. We've got 25 more coming from a more local guy down across the Panhandle in Florida. I also wanted to say I have this smoker from Hilco Beekeeping Equipment Company, and my goodness, this thing is great. I've used a Man Lake for years. It just has a better bellow system and a bigger hole for the smoke to come out of. Man, it shoots out quite the stream of smoke there. So I used it all day yesterday. It worked out well. I'm always eager to see how people package their queens and ship them through the mail. So let's see how Jose does it. Okay, we got some attendants in there. I really like that. And just got them in there really nice. Cages. We got some candy down there for the bees to feed the queens. So here we got 20 queens from Jose. Isn't that cool? And every place seems to do it just a little bit differently. I guess this is how Jose does it. There's a little queen in there. My first objective is going to be to go in here and break down any queen cells they may have started, emergency cells. This one's actually a little weaker than some of them, but there's quite a bit of brood in here. So it's going to go through the frames, quickly do a scan. There's a cell right there. Break those two down. Just in case I think those are drone cells, I'll break those down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. So here's our first one. This one's actually a little bit lighter in color. Notice that she's pretty blonde, almost just like a Cordovan. This one is more striped, like a tiger stripe. These are Jose's hybrid line, and so we're gonna have a little bit of variation in them probably. But that's interesting to see how they're all just a little bit different. What I want to do now is I want to put it kind of between a couple of frames of brood. I'm going to take this frame right here. Just going to lay it right here like this. Push into the brood a little bit. Step her back in the colony. I like to, especially if there are tenants in there with the queen, I don't think it matters much if there are not attendants, but I like to have the plug facing up just a little bit. Like I say, it really doesn't matter if there are no tenants in there with her. I do like the screen does need to be exposed to the bees though, so the bees can see it, just so they can feed her and start taking care of her. Make sure you don't put that screen against the brood or she'll suffocate. So what will happen is the bees, as they accept her, they'll eat the candy from the outside, and she'll probably eat some from the inside, and the goal would be to have her released here in the next, probably 2 to 3 days, hopefully tops, maybe a little bit longer, but by the time she is let loose, she'll be their queen. So I'm just going to take this, see I'm already starting to check her out a little bit. I'm going to push it against the next frame over. See how she's exposed there. Hopefully these bees will get on her and get her released and she can get busy. Well, now I got to get busy putting queens in all these hives right here. Some of these splits are a little stronger than this, but I think they're all going to do okay as long as they've got at least a couple of frames of brood in them. They should be fine. We're about to have a flow kick in here real soon, and it should be happy times here very soon. Well, it's almost dark. We got them placed. Have to come out and get the rest of them done tomorrow evening after we get the queens from another friend of mine, Josh Ray, down across the Florida line. We are back out here in Midland City, Alabama. It's very windy today, but it's a beautiful day otherwise. These are the splits right here that we broke out last weekend. We pulled these splits with Justin on the 9th of April, and then on Tuesday evening I put some queens in some of these from Jose Uribe, the California beekeeper, and on Wednesday I put some queens in there from Josh Ray with Creek Apiaries just south of the Florida line down there. I want to just see if the queens have been released, see if they're starting to lay them. We're not going to spend a lot of time in here, but I'm kind of eager to see how they're doing. All right, let's check in this one. They're bringing a little nectar and pollen from somewhere. It's a pretty good area for bees out here, I think. Looking for eggs. There's a queen cell down there on the bottom that they haven't destroyed yet. I may have missed that one when I was going through here the other day. Oh man. So as I introduced the queens in here, I destroyed all the queen cells that I could find. Now, I had to work fast. There's cups on the bottom, but no eggs in them. Now, the queen cage is empty. These are quite calm, even in these windy conditions. Oh, not seeing any eggs yet. Quickly scan for the queen. If I don't see her, I'll close it up. I think it takes them a few days to get laying sometimes. Just in case something happened to her, though, I'm going to leave that queen cell in there. I may have just missed it when I was destroying them. I see a couple eggs down in there. She's starting to lay. I do see a couple eggs down there, though. Yeah, several. Just a few eggs right in this area here. She might just be getting started. I'd like to see the girl if I could. Well, I just don't see her. There are definitely some eggs in there, though. Well, I think I'm just going to close this one up and see what happens. I've gone through the first three on this pallet. The first one, apparently we didn't get the queen below the excluder, and it was the queen that had already been there. She had a white dot on her. Second one, didn't find the queen, but I did see, I think, just a few eggs. This third one over here definitely had evidence of a queen in it. Eggs and newly hatched larvae, milk brood, etc. But I just couldn't find the queen, so let's see what we got in here. We'll look on the lid over here. Don't see her. See lots of brood in here. I see some eggs already. I see some eggs right through here. So we have a queen. Hope we can find her. So far they've been shy. If any of you have tips on the easiest ways to find queens, please share it with me in the comments section. Help me out and help other people who are watching the video maybe. I just have struggled with that really my whole beekeeping career. I find them. Many times when I don't necessarily need to find them or want to find them, I see them, but when I'm trying to find them, sometimes I struggle. Oh yeah, I'm seeing eggs galore. She's going to town already. If I can find her here, that'll be good. Well, I'm having such a hard time finding the queens. Oh yeah, eggs. All right, so we got eggs in there. All over this frame. So this queen's definitely been released and she's laying. Where are you at, Queenie? Oh yeah, man, eggs everywhere. As they told me these girls are ready, then she's definitely laying. Not sure why I can't find her. There she is, I found her. Beautiful, blonde looking queen. She's actually already gotten fat. They were pretty kind of smaller when I got them. I think they usually lose a little weight in root. Let's see if I can get her marked. Help, got plenty on her. Let's put her away. Marker just, oh goodness, it just ran all over the place. Well, found her. She's pretty. We're gonna close this one up. There's another one of Jose's queens right here. Right in the middle of the screen right there. She is laying this thing up. Beautiful queen. There's a queen from Josh Ray. She's a little darker, see right here. Beautiful queen. Just like Jose's, she's filled up the cells with eggs. She's doing a great job already. And she was put in here in her cage last Wednesday, which would have been the 13th. Look how pretty she is. Wow, awesome stuff. Well, I've been at it for a while now. I've been through all of these. I brought 4 nukes up here to take up the slots that weren't filled. Got one right here, one right here, one right there, and one right there. Overall, we had a good queen acceptance. There were a few, I guess, late Wednesday night when I put the queens in from Josh that I did not get all the queen cells broken down on, and so I didn't find queens in those, but there were queen cells in there, so hopefully they'll just make a queen, or if Josh's queen is in there, hopefully she'll start laying and take out those cells. But I just kind of let those alone. But overall, real impressed. I'm telling you, it is so windy. You can just see the grass just blowing out here. It's been just almost a miserable day because of all the dang wind. Really wasn't the best day to get into the bees, but I didn't have a choice. I needed to go through them. Wanted to see what the results were, and it was fine. I'm excited to see how they do. We now have 48 colonies out here and 48 colonies back where we pulled these splits from. Excited to see how the attitude of these bees is and how productive they are with these new queens in there. And I've been wanting to try some of Josh's queens for probably a couple of years now at least, and then also obviously excited to try some of Jose's queens. So there we go. Exciting stuff. Y'all take care, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.